It has been several years since the comet Clark shattered Earth and forced humanity into survival bunkers. When the doors of the Greenland shelters finally open, John Garrity, Gerard Butler, his wife Butler Morena Baccarin, and their son Nathan Roman Griffin Davis, now a teenager, step into a world both familiar and utterly transformed. What was once a thriving planet has become a fractured, hostile landscape where survival is no longer guaranteed by concrete walls, but by courage, trust, and relentless perseverance. The Garritys discover that the northern shelters, though offering initial protection, cannot sustain the growing population for long. Supplies dwindle, disease spreads, and rival factions form as groups of survivors argue about whether to rebuild in place or seek safer land elsewhere. Scientists propose a risky solution: a mass migration south, toward regions of Earth that, though devastated, still show signs of habitable climate and fertile soil. John, who once fought tooth and nail just to get his family into the shelter, now faces a new journey. Unlike the desperate sprint for survival years before, this migration is slower, heavier, shadowed by the burdens of leadership and community. The Garritys join a caravan of survivors, a fragile convoy crossing a scarred world marked by ash-choked skies, violent storms, and landscapes reshaped by fire and ice. Nathan, no longer the fragile boy whose health once threatened their survival, becomes the emotional core of the story. Growing up in a bunker has made him resourceful yet restless, and he often challenges his father's cautious instincts. To Nathan, the journey is not only about finding a new home but about reclaiming the possibility of a future worth living. His youthful determination forces John and Allison to confront their fears, whether survival without hope is survival at all. Along the way, the convoy faces external threats: splinter groups who prey on the weak, abandoned cities hiding both dangers and vital resources, and the unpredictability of a planet still reeling from catastrophe. But the greatest conflict comes from within. John struggles with his role as protector and leader, haunted by the lives he could not save during their first ordeal. Allison, meanwhile, emerges as the heart of the group, uniting families and urging compassion when desperation threatens to turn neighbor against neighbor. The climax arrives when the caravan reaches a once prosperous coastal region, where fragments of government and military attempt to establish a fragile new colony. But survival here requires sacrifice. Only those who can contribute essential skills are allowed to stay. The Garritys must prove that family, as a unit, has value beyond individual worth. In a tense final act, John risks everything to show that rebuilding civilization means protecting not just resources, but humanity itself. As the story closes, the Garritys stand on the threshold of a new beginning. The world is scarred, but alive. Against the odds, migration has brought them to the possibility of a future, not the old world restored, but a new one forged in resilience, sacrifice, and hope.